Missed out on yesterday's NBA action? Well, I got you guys. Welcome to TV's NBA Recap, where we recap yesterday's NBA action in a short amount of time. Let's go. The first game I want to discuss is the Eastern Conference semifinal matchup between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Miami Heat. And the Miami Heat could not get it done. The Milwaukee Bucks starve off elimination, and they win 118-115 in overtime. Chris Middleton on the night, 47 minutes, 36 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Eric Bledsoe with 14 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. And also, George Hill coming off the bench contributing 12. And also, Giannis had 19 points before he got injured. On the Miami Heat side of things, you had Bam Adebayo going off for 26 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. Duncan Robinson scoring 20 points in this game. Jay Crowder scoring 18, Jimmy Butler with 17, Dragic with 17, Hero with 11 off the bench. It was just a good all-around scoring effort. This game was very much up and down because it really did look like it was going to be another one of those close games where Giannis is going to do everything he can in his power to win. Like, this is the most dominant I've seen him, like, honestly, like, in this playoffs. And it was going really well. He was, like, scoring 19 points in 11 minutes, 8 for 10 shooting. He looked dominant as ever. But one play, he drives to the rim. He gets fouled. It's a shooting foul. And he lands just awkwardly on that same injured ankle onto Andre Iguodala. It just didn't look right. Giannis was grimacing in pain. They had to kind of carry him off the floor, kind of. The trainer went and checked him at the back, and after that they ruled him out for the rest of the game due to a right ankle sprain. And he was seen leaving the arena on a walking boot. So take it out what you will, but that looks kind of tough for him. And I mean, before the injury, it really looked like the Milwaukee Bucks supporting cast just could not help him whatsoever. Like, he was going 8 for 10, but the rest of his teammates were going like 4 for 15, I believe. I saw the stat on the screen, which was absolutely ridiculous. And you looked and you thought, and like, that once Giannis went out the game, like, who was going to step up? And someone has going to have to step up because it has been a rough start for those guys. And like Chris Middleton said at the end of the game, they want to win this for Giannis. They knew like how much like he like puts into his team, and they want to kind of like match it up for the rest of the game. And they were able to. I mean, they had a good second quarter, especially going down early, and were able to get the lead by 2. And then like throughout the game, they just kept staying in it. Chris Middleton was absolutely phenomenal in this game. They were getting just aggressive, like they were just getting super aggressive, and that was helping them a lot because they can't really sit back and let Giannis like create for them. They need to like step up in these plays, and they were able to. I mean, George Hill hit a couple of threes in the second quarter to really bring them back into the game. Bledsoe was making key plays even though he couldn't hit a 3. And even like Brook Lopez near the end of the game, like he was hitting like a couple of threes at the end to kind of like just like keep them afloat. In Miami, I mean, they were playing good. I mean, it was another great all-around effort. I mean, Crowder with another good game. Butler, not so much. I mean, he had better games in this bubble. And Bam had a really good game today, going 10 for 13, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. And Milwaukee honestly just won this on pure grit. Like, they need to set up performances. Even when Giannis comes back, like, even though Giannis is, creating for them and stuff, we need these type of, like, aggressive Bucks in order for them to come back in the series. And the Milwaukee Bucks like came into this like with the right mentality. Do not worry about winning this series. Worry about winning this game and then the next game. The next game. Take it one game at a time. And seeing that inside the NBA, like, they're talking about, the Kenny Smith is like, this is this kind of environment, this is possible to come back, stuff like that. Shaq saying it's impossible. And then Chuck, honestly just coming in and saying, you have to just take it game by game. You can't be looking at the entire season like, man, we have to win 4 straight. No, win this game. Okay, next. We have to win the next game. And that's what they have to do, like, going through this series. And this is one step towards it. Now, do I think it's going to be possible? Even, like, without Giannis, it looks like for the next game, it doesn't look very possible. But, they just have to go in with that same mentality, and hopefully they're going to be able to, like, string together a couple wins. Because if you just look at the grand scheme of things, I mean, a 4-game winning streak is not out of the realm of possibility. It's just that no one has done it in a playoff series. So being down 0-3. So it's going to be tough, but a good win for the Milwaukee Bucks nonetheless. We move on to the next game. We have the Los Angeles Lakers tying up their second round series against the Houston Rockets in a 117-109 victory. Great games all around, especially for the duo of Anthony Davis and LeBron James. 34 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists for Anthony Davis, and LeBron with a near triple-double, 28 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists. On the Houston Rockets side of things, James Harden, 27.7 assists, very good game from him. Eric Gordon chipped in very nicely with 24 points. And PJ Tucker, 18 points, 11 rebounds, very good game from him. Rough game for Westbrook, though, going 10 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists on 15 shots. The Lakers got up to such an early lead in this game that you just felt that, the Rockets were just going to, lie down. Because, the Lakers were just getting everything they wanted. Whether it was the three ball, whether it was just getting to the rim, they were just getting absolutely everything. And it didn't help that freaking Markieff Morris in the first quarter hit 4 straight threes to kind of end the quarter. And it was just so demoralizing it must have been for the Rockets. And it looked like the Lakers just going to, did what they did to the Blazers last series. And just after game 1, they kind of just stepped on their throats. It felt like that. And, they were getting a lot of inside looks with Anthony Davis, who was just feasting on the Rockets' bigs. And LeBron James, getting people involved, getting his own shot. And even someone Rondo, who, now he's going to probably go under the radar today, but 10 points, 9 assists. This is the second game back, mind you. And 5 steals. This guy was getting it in on the defensive end. This is just a really good performance from him as well. But with the Houston Rockets, you cannot sleep on them. You cannot let your foot off the gas pedal. Because these guys, they do one thing and one thing a lot, which is shoot a ton of threes. And that's what got them back into this game. They were getting slowly coming back in the second quarter. I mean, it was still a 16-point lead, but it was a 20-something at some point. So they were able to kind of chip away at that. But the third quarter came around. These guys could not stop hitting threes. I'm not sure the exact numbers, but I know they hit 7 or 8 threes in that third quarter, and they only missed I think 1 or 2 of them. That was just absolutely crazy. They couldn't miss. People like Robert Covington, I swear he felt like he couldn't miss from the 3-point line, going 4 for 8 in that quarter. Eric Gordon and James Harden hitting shots. It really felt like the Rockets really just turned just kind of changed the momentum in this game just like that, just like a snap of the finger. And I'm going to talk about this more in my podcast later, but there's some concerns with this series I want to talk about, and I'll get to that sure later on. But in terms of this game, I mean, it looked like they were going to come back. But the Lakers stayed composed. And honestly, what they let them do, let Russell Westbrook freaking run them into the ground, because Russell Westbrook did not have a good game whatsoever. Like I said, 10 points, 13 rebounds, a double-double, 7 turnovers compared to his 4 assists. It was just a really rough game for him. The Lakers are daring him to shoot threes. He hit 1 out of 7. And they were just playing the percentages. I mean, let Russell Westbrook get him back in this game, because every one of the other Rockets want to hit threes. And Westbrook is kind of the one liability in that. And so let's keep letting him shoot it. Westbrook got extremely frustrated. I know he got 5 fouls in this game as well. And it was just kind of a rough ending for them, because once kind of Westbrook took them out the rhythm, Anthony Davis was able to do well. They were able to get on the fast break. I know they dominated them in terms of fast break points, going 20-6, and that's what ultimately won this game. The Lakers staying composed and honestly playing great defense at the end, because though that third quarter was kind of rough for them, they still played good defense all around in this game and were able to get the win. Let's see if the Rockets are going to be able to bounce back tomorrow night. But the Lakers, kind of showed why they were one of the best teams in the league, and their 2 guys stepped up really big here. So good win for the Lakers. Let's see if the Rockets are going to be able to bounce back. And this is the end of today's NBA recap. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, if you're on IGTV, leave a follow, leave a like. That would be very much appreciated. And if you're on YouTube, remember to like, share, and subscribe. That would also be very much appreciated. But yeah, thank you for taking out of your time of your day to watch this. And I'll be back later on today with a good podcast episode, so watch out for that. But yeah, this is where I'm going to end today's episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Take it easy, guys.